Hi, my name's Nicole Zabelski, and this is my language journal. The first observation that I had was whenever I was talking to my grandmother, I said that this is sick when she showed me her new painting. When I said this phrase, this is sick, I meant what any person my age would mean, which is that this is really cool. However, since this is slang, which is specialized vocabulary used by a particular social group, which in my case is teenagers, my grandmother did not understand the meaning behind what I was saying. My second observation that I had was that a feature of my dialect that others have noticed is different from their dialect is when talking about a carbonated drink, I use the word pop, while others use the word soda or Coke for the same meaning. This allowed me to realize that people from different areas communicate with different words. And although they say a different word, it still has the same meaning as the word that I use. My third observation that I have made was just the other day, my mom was telling me about the beautiful pictures of our condo we will be staying at this summer that she saw on the computer 3 days ago. This made me think of displacement and how this is an example of it. How this is displacement is that although my mother did not have the computer out in front of her at the time of this discussion, she was able to still talk about it even though it was not presented out in front of her. My fourth observation that I have made was when talking to my friend group, I noticed that my one friend talked in a very demanding and outspoken way. And if she wanted you to do something, she demanded you to do it. And if she had an opinion on something, she was not afraid to say it. Within my social group of college students, this can be seen as covert prestige, for she had social advantages belonging to this given community of kids because it made her very intimidating, causing all students in the community to listen and do what she says. This gave her an advantage in the exclusive community of a few college students. Lastly, the last observation that I have made was just a few weeks ago, I received my English paper from my English teacher. I reviewed what I missed, and it showed that I missed 5 points for using double negatives in my writing. There was a note on the side of the paper that says, using double negatives is wrong and should never be used. I was able to understand that this statement was an example of prescriptive grammar. This is prescriptive grammar because it is a set of rules that tells people how they should talk. Prescriptive grammar is not always natural. On the other hand, if a statement that was made was generally English teachers prefer that their students do not use double negatives, this would be seen as descriptive grammar. By rephrasing the sentence in this way, it shows that this is something English teachers prefer. It is not stating that it is a rule. I am able to tell the difference between prescriptive and descriptive just by the wording of the phrase. If something is being said as a rule, it is prescriptive. It is descriptive if it is being said as an observation. I know from class that linguists mostly study the descriptive side of language. Descriptive linguists observe and analyze and describe how language is actually used or how it was used in the past by a group of people in a speech community. This shows that linguists are more worried about how and why rather than what is right and what is wrong. By doing this language journal, it really made me realize how someone who can be so similar to me in almost every way can talk completely different. It is intriguing to me to see how others talk and to try and figure out why that particular aspect of their language is different to me. How I like to think about it is, diversity is not about how we differ. Diversity is about embracing one another's uniqueness. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my language journal.